Hello guys, welcome to a new video. So this time I will be sharing with you some interesting things that I found out about the amazing Tomb Raider 4 The Last Revelation that you may not know. So let's get started. Some people found out that the first cutscene of the game has the last number of cutscenes and is the only one out of order. In other words, I'm saying that this cutscene is not labeled as the first one, but actually the last. It's named FMV12. And indeed makes sense to be a cutscene in the end of the game because Werner is using his suit and glasses, things that he's not using in the rest of the Cambodia levels. I wonder why they did this. It's so weird. In the first level we can find the skeleton with a head and a wimp, which is an obvious reference to Indiana Jones. Since we are speaking of skeletons, if you equip the laser sight with a crossbow, you can shoot their heads that will fall off and they will get confused. Did you ever notice that Lara's top is different in the cover of the game and the main cutscenes, comparing with the in-game Lara that shows way more cleavage? I found out an early screen that the in-game Lara didn't have the cleavage showing. I always wondered why the Jeep level was named KV5, and now I know. It's a short way of saying King Valley. For some odd reason, Lara doesn't have the strips of her holsters on her legs. If I'm not wrong, the same happens in Tomb Raider 5. The developers said that Tomb Raider 4 was supposed to go back to its origins, and the funny thing that this game and Tomb Raider 1 have in common is the beginning of the main adventure. In both games, Lara is accompanied by a guide, uses a cloak, presses a button, and something bad happens. In Tomb Raider 4, the guide doesn't die like the one from Tomb Raider 1, but later betrays Lara. The funny thing is that in the early scripts of Tomb Raider 1, the guide was going to betray her, but they decided to change it. I have a video about that script if you are interested. John Eve's character is based on a real person with the same name. The real John Eves is also French, an archaeologist, discovered some interesting things in Egypt, and even looks like the character. It is really hard to believe it was just a coincidence, considering all the similarities between them. It is believed that the characters would have more dialogue, faces. In the level Coastal Ruins, there is an area where if you look at the rocks, it seems you can see two weird faces with long noses. In the final boss, Seth has some moves that some people don't know because the objective of this part of the game is to run and not fight him. Since he is a god, he can't die. But if you try to spend some time with him, you will see some interesting things. If you put Lara inside the blue light beam, Seth's attacks don't work, so after some time he will push you out of the beam. He will also grab Lara and instantly kill her. You have to be patient to make him do that because he usually takes quite some time to do that. There is a cheat code that I didn't know about because it doesn't appear in websites like Winky Tomb Raider or Stella's website. So I decided to try it, and to my surprise, it works. This sheet gets you all the key weapons of the level you are in. Like the other sheets, you have to be facing north. For that you can check the compass in the item menu, and in the same menu, highlight the large medic pack and write the word objects. No, I didn't write it wrong. For some reason it is spelled this way, but it works, so oh well. So press at the same time all the keyboard's letters of that word and then press enter. Sometimes you have to try more than once because it's a bit tricky. In the level Race for Iris, you can find a lizard in a tree. Ironically, in a zone where you can see lizard figures in the wall. You only can see it in the hard path. To get this route, you will need to collect all the golden skulls in the previous level. If you don't do this, you will get the easy path. In the level Coastal Ruins, you find an interesting snake charmer. His face is the face of Adrian Smith, the executive producer of the game. Lara would have a diary with useful information and maps, but we only would get that later in Tomb Raider: Angel of the Darkness. Also, did you wonder about the fact that Lara has a flashlight on the cover of the game? Well, she was supposed to have one in the game. In the level Guardian of Summercat, you will find a map on the floor with various locations that we visit during the game. We have the head from the Tomb of Seth. Then there is the Temple of Karnak, Citadel, the Great Sphinx, and the pyramids. The pyramids are probably from Giza, where you see lots of them. This is really cool, and it seems to be inspired by a scene from one of Indiana Jones' movies. Before talking with John Eves on Alexandria, for the first time, equip a weapon that has 2 or more types of ammo, and proceed into the cutscene. After that, Lara is unable to use the weapon. Change to another weapon that also has 2 types of ammo and you will see it firing the wrong weapon. Did you know that you can play in the places that appear in the main menu of Tomb Raider 4? You can actually play some of them in an extra level called Times Exclusive, that is free. So those were all the things that I found out about Tomb Raider 4. I hope you found new things that you didn't know and it was interesting for you, this video. If you're new, don't forget to subscribe for more videos. I actually have 3 more videos about these facts. In this case, I have about Tomb Raider Legend, Tomb Raider 2013 and Tomb Raider 1. And for everyone, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like because it helps a lot the video and the channel to reach more people. And also other things that help, it's commenting, so it would be cool if you could say in the comments the things that you didn't know about or which fact you thought it was the most interesting. And also, if you knew anyone that would enjoy this video, share with them. And yeah, I guess that's all, and until next time, bye bye!